everybody, how are you? How you doing? Have you washed your hands today? Keep that coronavirus away, you know what I'm saying? Today I have a very exciting video coming at you because another YouTuber picked my makeup today. Who knew? So a YouTuber named Aubree Moote and I talked on Instagram and we came up with the idea of picking each other's makeup for our next video. And I thought that was a really fun way to kind of mix it up, is having somebody else pick your makeup. So if you haven't seen her video of this yet, I will link it down below and also probably in a card up here and also probably at the end of the video so you don't miss anything. So you can go over to her channel, watch that video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff, everything that you would do for me, right? So what Aubree and I wound up doing was we took pictures of each category of our makeup collection and sent it to each other. And I'm kind of thinking that since I already have all these pictures, I might try putting them up on my stories sometime and having you guys pick them on my Instagram stories. So comment down below if you would want me to do that, because I don't want to do it and then like nobody participate and then me get to the video and be like, so let me know if you would like me to do that. And so without further ado, today we're going to discover what Aubree picked out for me. By the way, thank you so much, Aubree, for participating in this with me and being on my channel in some small way. You're so special. I really appreciate you. Enough love. Let's get started. So we're just going to start by priming our face. The primer that Aubree picked for me was my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. This is one that I have been trying to use up for so long and moved on to another one and forgot about. So I've owned this sucker for a long time. It's pretty gross. It's like quite dirty. Oldie but goodie. I think this was actually the first primer that I ever bought was Rimmel. So it's kind of like a pasty formula. I'm just getting a small amount. It feels like frosting. That's kind of the formula, like partially melted frosting. And now we watch as my sensitive skin just is red for the rest of eternity. I had to turn my brightness down a little bit because I looked a little too much like an angel. A little too close. So this is a pretty decent primer for $5. Yeah, pretty okay. So I'm thinking I want to go ahead and move on to eyes next, not only because I already primed my eyelids, but also just in case I mess them up. Aubree chose for me my Milani Everyday Eyes palette in Must Have Naturals. This is one of my favorite palettes. I have featured it on my channel, I want to say like 4 or 5 times now. It's really sad because it is being discontinued. So if you see this in stores or online and you are curious about it, I would say go ahead and get your hands on it because it will not fail you. I'm going to take my fluffy brush and come into this little guy. It's a matte shade. So Aubree also told me that she wanted me to have kind of like a soft glam look. It's so funny how different people are attracted to different things, because what I chose for Aubree was like, you know, totally artsy and out there, and then what she chose for me was like classic and very pretty and timeless. That is so her, and it's so funny that like we went with exactly what our personalities are. But this was really fun. If you ever want to add suspense to your makeup experience, have somebody else choose your products for you. You'll also wind up using stuff in your collection that you kind of forgot about, you know. That looks nice so far. I don't think I screwed that up too bad. These bangs are driving me crazy, so I am actually going to clip them up. 1 second. Little Pebbles Flintstone up here. Gotta give it a little Elvis though. Pebbles, Elvis, pelvis. What? Nope. Next, I am going to go in with this deeper matte shade. I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to do like a rounder eye look than I usually do. I kind of wing it out. I don't know yet though, because it may wind up winged out all on its own. Winged out? Wung out? Ooh, that's so pretty. I always forget how well these blend until I come back into them and then I'm like, Lord, yes. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, it's winding up spreading. I need to rein it in. Go back in with a little bit of that light shade and just kind of blend over that. Blend. Okay, now I am going to come in with this guy right here. Ooh, you know, I just got an idea. Aubree, I had an idea. I'm going to run this black along the lash line. This is one of the best matte blacks in history, let me tell you. And I'm going to come up here and kind of sketch out a wing. So now that I've got the basic shape sketched out, I'm going to grab an eyeliner, Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Perversion. So I'm going to come on the bottom of that line I just created. Not doing any crazier than that. And then I'm going to use that angled liner brush and smudge out the edges. I want this side to be crisp and this side to be smudgy. Ooh, I think I just hit on something. Yes! And then I'm going to take some of that black on a smudger brush, and I'm going to make sure that I smudge it and kind of set it down right on top. And then I am going to use my flat oval brush with some of this dark brown on it, and I'm going to mix it a little bit with that black. Just a small amount of black. Test it out on the back of my hand a little bit first, and then work it in. So we've kind of got like a smoky wing going on a little bit. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of this kind of pinkish shade here. I kind of want a little bit more pigment than that, so I'm going to spray it with my setting spray. And then I'm grabbing my little pencil brush, and I'm coming right up here and just sort of drawing in my crease and near my crease, near the bottom of my lash line. Coming in with my fluffy brush. I think it looks alright. Maybe. Okay, so I am going to copy everything that I just did to this eye on this eye. Okay, so I went ahead and did the rest of the top lids. The difference being, I forgot about this shimmer shade in the middle of the palette, so I went ahead and put that on the outer half of my lid, and then I covered over this pink shade with this yellow shade. So those are the changes that I made. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the foundation that Aubree picked for me. And she chose the Wet n Wild Photofocus Stick Foundation, which is fine with me because this is like my favorite foundation right now. Okay, so I'm just going to smear that over my face. Oh yeah. And then I'll get my handy dandy flat top brush and I will smooth that out. So since she said soft glam, I'm thinking I'm probably going to go in with 2 layers of this foundation, which is just fine because it layers up. Yeah, we're going to go for like a more matte, full coverage kind of effect because I know what lip color we're going with. Oh, I peeked. That way I could gather up all of my products because otherwise this video would have just been me turning around and grabbing stuff. I'm not an expert, but I don't think that makes for good YouTube. And now the second layer. Okay, and the rest of this we will have to just depend on concealer. Ooh, I have an open eyeliner. Like a loaded gun, man. Now, my concealer is going to be the NYX Gotcha Covered. I feel kind of bad that I included this in my pictures because it is discontinued. I need to stop using it in my videos, but I do use it in my real life, and so that was kind of why I included it, because I want to use it up. But if you want something similar, go for the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, because it's sort of that kind of moisturizing thing, so it should give that dewy effect. Okay, so I'm going to get a teeny tiny little dibble dabble of that, and we're just going to cover up the purpleness. I'm coming right underneath that liner to clean it up a little bit. I'm like barely touching my brush to my skin right now. Same thing on this side. I'm going to use whatever's left over and come on my nose because I've got a little redness peeking through and I don't want that. I think that's about as good as I'm going to get. I'm just going to like pat that in and then let's powder it down. So for my powder, Cover FX was chosen. I realized that having my collection all laid out in front of me will make me feel like a hoarder. I had like 8 different powders for her to choose from. I was like, I'm so sorry if this is overwhelming. Okay, whoa, Nelly. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of that on my little setting brush. Again, tapping out any creasing and then patting it in. What do you think you're doing? Get back in line, thank you. Or did that happen when I tapped it out? Oh, okay, so I won't tap it out here. I'll just use my sponge to tap it out. That is so strange. It like will not grab on that part of my nose. That's ridiculous. That is not fine. I'm not fine with this. Okay, I've done the best that I can do with that. Thank goodness I discovered that before I powdered my nose. Of course, my nose itches right at that second. So I am going to go ahead and use my big old fluffy brush and get my nose first. Barely touching it. There we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish my eyeballs. I'm going to use my little smudger brush and connect these two lines as well as my liner brush, and we'll see where that goes. So let's do this. Going in with bronzer. This is my Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer. Oh, Color Icon bronzer in Sunset Striptease. I don't know why Wet n Wild has gotten so gross. They need to calm down. Yeah, I think I'm becoming less of a fan of glowy bronzers. For blush, Aubree picked this blush. She said the Milani Blush Trio, but I had this one open. You couldn't really see the brand name, and it was sitting next to a Milani blush, and it looks exactly like the Milani, I think, Master Studio or whatever. So I think I'm going to use this one on the side. I might go into this guy. Maybe. I don't know. We're going to start with this guy. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, these are like ultra pigmented. I do think I want to go into that cool tone one, this guy right here. And I'm going to put it kind of up and back on the cheeks, just to kind of tone down what we've got going on. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the Milani Strobelight Instant Glow Powder in the shade Afterglow. Well, I don't like the packaging because that just fell off, but I really like this shade because it's kind of like a pinky, champagne, silvery type of thing. It's really pretty. I'm just going to kind of come on the sides here. Okay, so I like that I can still see it as I look forward. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm going to take a little bit of it on the end of my brush and then draw a very faint line down the center of my nose. And then boop the end of my nose. And I'm going to get right underneath my brow with this. And then right on top of my lip. I'm going to go ahead and set my face with my Smashbox Photo Finish Setting Spray that Aubree picked for me. She didn't pick this for me, I just do it because I'm extra. I feel like this is the kind of makeup that I used to wear like all the time, and I don't know, I haven't done it in a while, so this is kind of fun. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply my Essence Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara. Thank you, Aubree. This is a nice one. I'm going to wiggle and then blink. I think I'm going to go ahead and skip through this part because it's really boring and it takes me forever. That took an actual age. As for lip products, she chose the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick in the shade Pioneer, and she chose my Stila gloss in the shade Golden Parachute to go on top of it. I think it's going to work pretty well, and also I love the combo of red and gold. Who doesn't love that? So to line my lips, I'm just going to use a little bit of my Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner in the shade Red the Scene. I didn't really give her an option for lip liner because I was like, that's just too much. And I'm just doing a little bit of lip liner, that way I can fix any mistakes, because red is very unforgiving, and especially in a liquid lipstick formula. So I'm trying to give myself a little leeway here. Girl, I always forget how much I love these until I go back to them, and then I'm like, why did I ever leave? This is one of those reds that I feel like would look good on pretty much any skin tone. I see it. So if you're looking for a really good red that's going to stay on literally all day. Okay, so now I'm going to use that lip gloss. Oh my. Ooh, it's really gripping the glitter. Aubree, help. I don't like this. It's not the fact that it is a gloss on top of this. I think that was a good move. I just don't know if I like the gold glitter that's in this gloss. We'll try it. We'll keep going. Okay, so I do like the effect of the glossy red lip, and I'm feeling very like old Hollywood, which is super fun and reminds me of like the roots of makeup. I don't think I like the gold glitter on top of the red. I think it's just a little much for me. Let me zoom you in and show you what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see like the cast that's giving in the middle of my lips. See right there? So if you're gonna do this, I would say do it with like maybe a clear gloss or even like a pink shimmer or a red shimmer, a red gloss, something else, just not this. But yeah, with that being said, this is the final and completed look. I really liked all of Aubree's choices, and it was so much fun to give somebody else the control for what my look winds up being. I think I'm gonna try this at least with my husband and my best friend, having them pick out what makeup products I use. But again, if you guys want me to do this and open this up to y'all, I definitely can do that on my Instagram stories. Just go ahead and leave a comment below that you would like to see that, and I will do it. So yeah, what a fun challenge, right? Having somebody else pick my makeup for me. Oh, it was so fun. And I think that it definitely proves how brave both Aubree and I are. And I'm just like one of those people that like, if it involves makeup, I'm in. So this was so much fun and I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as well. So if you did, be sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please do visit Aubree's channel and give her some support and show her some love, because this was so creative and such a big risk that both of us took. I just want her to know that I appreciate her so much. So I definitely want her to know that this is something that was enjoyed by many people. I enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to be liking her video. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment that you want to see my Instagram story, and click on another video. Why not? You're already here. I know you got nothing to do. I hope you join us again next time. You are much appreciated and much valued. You are valuable and you are appreciated. I already said that, but I'm going to say it again for emphasis. Emphasis! Okay, bye! Look at those. Lucille Ball. Actually, Jean Harlow. Oh, Hedy Lamarr. Oh. I forgot to take down my bangs. My bangs! Is that cool? No. I just want to be cool. I'm really glad that I put up my bangs because these look bad. Why didn't anybody tell me? I thought you were my friend. You know this lip is growing on me?